Hey guys, it's Millie, and today I'm going to be showing you how I do my no makeup look, and also talking through how I managed to clear up my skin after years of hormonal acne. So the first step that I start off with is Epiderm cream. So this is great because it's an emollient moisturiser, which means not only does it moisturise from the outside in, but it also locks in the natural moistures that your skin already creates. So I'll put some on now. You only need a tiny bit, it's really strong. But I probably wouldn't use this personally in the summer. I'll show you what I use. It really smells like, not like Sudocreme, but like nappy rash cream. I mean, I guess it could be used for that. I feel like it is used for that. But my motto after trying, and I'm not bashing any companies, if they work for you then they work for you, but I've tried all the fancy shit. I've tried Clarins, I've tried Clinique, I've tried Proactive. I have tried all sorts of really overpriced treatments in my opinion, and sometimes the simple stuff is just the best. I also have this, which is just, everyone's probably used this at least once in their life. This is the Simple Rich Moisturiser. This brings me to number one. Do not overwash your face. Do not try and dry out your oils and that natural sebum, because it will just disturb your skin barrier. This is going to sound weird, but I compare it to a leaf. So a leaf has like an epidermis, which is like a wax layer, which we can compare to like the layer of our skin, like the top layer. And if this moisture barrier gets disturbed, then things like bacteria can come in. So when people say, oh, it's because you're not washing your face, that's an indirect cause of acne. It doesn't actually mean that it's because you're not hygienic. It's because you're sometimes washing your face too much, and that means that your skin's susceptible to infection. So that's why it's really important not to scrub our face with loads of exfoliating peels and stuff, and to actually only wash our face once, maximum twice a day, and make sure we're moisturising all the time. Also, one thing I did that you should never do to try and get rid of acne is sit in the sun or sunbeds or try and use chemical peels to dry out your acne and, you know, almost burn the spots off. That was something that I did more than using topical spot treatments, and I'm naturally quite olive skinned anyways, so I didn't really see it as a problem, but it's so damaging for your skin. And you can actually see where some of the acne scarring has darkened from the sunbeds, and I thought it was just clearing it up, but it actually makes it so much worse. I mean, obviously my skin's really good, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video, but yeah. Anywho, fake tan. Another thing, don't use foam fake tan, it's really bad for your skin. Instead I use these self-tanning wipes. They give a much more like natural appearance. They're literally like £1.30 from Savers. Right, also if you do ever need to resort to topical spot treatments because you have, you know, a last minute event or whatever and you need to get rid of a spot overnight, right, I'm not even joking, everyone's gonna think I'm such a stinge bag here, but Primark Blemish Gel Clear and Cool, honestly, £1.50. I have tried hundreds of £10, £20 spot treatments. The Primark one hits different. So another skin myth that I feel like I need to kind of demystify is that drinking copious amounts of water or cutting out sugar or, you know, taking vitamins is gonna cure your skin, because it's not. At the end of the day, of course your nutrition does play a role in your overall physical health, but if you have hormonal acne, no amount of healthy food or water or lack of alcohol, etc, is gonna stop you from having acne. Like, I was on a super healthy diet and literally was covered in acne, and then there's been other years where I've been living on a high sugar, high fat, eat whatever I want, pasta, bacon, whatever diet, and my skin has been completely clear. So I know it's quite hard. I've been there when you're covered in acne and you feel like you just can't eat anything unhealthy, like you feel dirty almost when you eat like pizza and oily food because you feel like it's going straight to your face. I empathise, but you really don't need to feel guilty about it, because you need a certain amount of healthy fat in order to balance your cortisol levels, because they regulate your stress levels, and if you have high cortisol then your hormones are going to be all out of whack, and it's actually going to make your acne worse. One thing I noticed is that when I lost weight, I ended up getting really bad hormonal acne here, which I'd never gotten before, and it's because you need a certain amount of fat on your body. My next biggest thing is do not touch your face. Do not touch your face. I know it's so hard. Don't pick at your acne, don't use tweezers to try and like get the whiteheads out. Do not, even if it has a whitehead, even if there is pus in that spot, do not squeeze it, because it's not gonna end up looking better at the end, is it? Even if you've gotten rid of the whitehead, it's gonna be red and squeezed and you're gonna feel shit afterwards. So just turn the mirror around and don't pick at your skin. So when I used to live at my mum's house, she would always have the mirror like zoom faced right next to where I'd brush my teeth, and I used to just like have to turn it over because my skin was that bad. And I wouldn't recommend having, who needs a ×20 mirror, like useless. So I just use this side now. But yeah, no, don't, if you can tell that you're about to pick something or you're looking at your pores, just walk away. Also, don't use pore strips. Like, the likelihood that one of those hundreds of little pores is gonna have a bit of dirt left in it that turns into a spot, like, and they make your pores bigger, so don't do it. Also, all my makeup's super cheap. I've said this in another video years ago, but don't judge me because I don't have Charlotte Tilbury. Shush. This is just Technique. I think it was £1. I always stock up on these. Something I forgot to mention is that any form of like shaving, bleaching, plucking, waxing of your facial hair is literally the #1 way to ask for acne. That hair is on your face to protect your skin, so don't do it. The next thing I use is this W7 Dewy Fixer, and I swear to God, I will stand by the fact that sometimes the cheapest brands are the best. I can't open it, it's because my nails are really short. I've been really into short nails recently, like I've been doing my own gel nails. Another skin tip is to not have long acrylic nails, and if you are going to have acrylic nails, make sure you're scrubbing them with a nail brush often, because they hold a lot of bacteria which can get onto your skin. And then quite quickly after that, I'll like go in with my concealer while my face is still wet. Nice and dewy. And I've got 2 different shades, and they're just Rimmel London, the multitasker concealers, because I used the Fit Me Maybelline concealer that everyone talks about and I didn't think it was that good. Yeah, so I'll just dot this on like the problem areas. And then also one thing I learned is that I'm actually a lot darker concealer wise than I thought, and I never use foundation. I always just use more concealer. Like, who needs foundation? It just does a shitter job of concealer. And then I have these collagen infused beauty blenders. Do they really do anything? I don't know. I've got 4 of them, but yeah, so I'll just give that a little blend. And the great thing about this concealer is that it's buildable, so I'll usually go in with a second layer. So I'm just going back in with the same colour concealer. One thing that I am concerned about is that with the rise of the clean girl aesthetic, like, people think they need to have a 10-step skincare routine, and honestly you don't. Most people have acne problems on their face more than they do on their body, and it's because we don't fuck around with skincare on our body. We might exfoliate once in a while and moisturize, but we're not messing it about. Your skincare routine only needs to be a wash once a day, moisturize twice a day, and make sure you're taking your makeup off. It's really that simple, and an exfoliation twice a week. You don't need to do any more than that. I used to wash my face 3 times a day because I used to think that made me feel like my face was cleaner, but now I literally wake up in the morning, splash my face with cold water, put my moisturizer on, maybe put makeup on. That's another thing. I try not to wear makeup too often, or at least very minimal makeup, especially if I'm going to the gym. And then when I get home, I'll take my makeup off with some micellar water and a cotton pad, and then I will gently wash my face with a cream-based face wash, which I will show you in a second. So this is the face wash I use on a daily basis. It's the Nivea Cream Wash, and it's got almond oil in it. And I don't know if you can see, I don't really want to squeeze any out. You can't because it's new. But it doesn't lather. That's another thing. People have realised that shampoos that lather actually have lots of sulfates in that are bad for your skin. Well, sulfates in face wash are bad as well. So I recommend a cream-based face wash. So now that I've blended the lighter concealer, I'll go in with my Rimmel London Stay Matte powder. Just literally dust that over my entire face, especially on my T-zone, as like I said, I do have oily skin. And then once I've done that, I will go in with my Ted Baker. This is like the only thing I have that's a semi-nice brand, and it's because my mum gave it to me. Gonna be real. And it's really pretty actually. I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of gross now because I've just put it over concealer, but it's got like a really nice shimmer to it and it smells amazing. It smells like vanilla. And I'll just put that on my cheekbones and on the top of my nose and just a bit on the bottom as well. There's something about nose blush I think is the cutest thing ever. And then I might, because it's dried out now, I might go in with another spritz. That smells so good, that spray. I don't know what's in it, but it smells fab. I will just blend that out. This is really not a no makeup look, it's gone full stage. So once that's blended, I'll go in with this collection bronzer, and it's actually infused with coconut oil. It smells amazing. Just standard, just a bit on the cheekbones, a bit on the bridge of the nose and the bottom as well, just to contour it. I've never been a massive contourer, just on the top of my forehead. Like I like the whole face to look sun-kissed, and also when you're tanned, it's actually across here, like it's on your cheeks. But I know a lot of people like to highlight that area. And then I'll just go under my jawline just to accentuate that and blend it down my neck. I'm just checking it actually looks good in the mirror, because once I did a Get Ready With Me a few years back and I was filming everything in the camera, and then I looked in the mirror afterwards. I was like, I cannot go to dance looking like this. My sister gave this to me, and I don't know if you can tell, but the shade of it, I mean you can definitely tell, it's a lot more ashy and less orange than this one. So I really like this one for like contouring and creating shadows if I feel like I look orange enough but I just want a bit more definition in my face. The final tip, I'm being completely honest right now, this was the #1 thing that helped my skin, and I know that this isn't accessible for everybody, but getting on the pill and going on Yasmin was the best thing I did for my skin. I pay something like £45 for 6 months worth of Yasmin, and it's half price if you go for the non-branded stuff. I just went for Yasmin because I knew that it worked for me, and it was worth that extra bit of money for my peace of mind. But I think £45 is a very small amount to pay for 6 months worth of like clear skin and good mental health, personally. If you can't afford it, then obviously you can go to your local GP, but I would say the #1 message of this video is try the pill, because it could save your skin. I use this colour for almost every single eyeshadow look that I do. It's just a shimmery, like champagne pink. I'm going to go in with the pinkish shade, and I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of my eye. I might go in with a bit of this and just go around and mix these two and go around my waterline just to give it that pop. I'm literally pink obsessed. I'm such a girly girl. And the fact I haven't watched the Barbie film is quite out of character for me. Also, on the day it was released, I went to go watch Oppenheimer with my boyfriend in a fully pink tracksuit, completely unironically. And then I saw this lady with her kid in the cinema, and she was like, oh my god, she's just gone to see the Barbie film. And I literally felt so bad because I turned around to her not thinking and went, actually no, I went to go see Oppenheimer, and she thought I was joking. And I was like, why did she think I was joking? And then I looked down and was like, you're in a bright pink tracksuit. Like, I can't believe I literally went to go watch Oppenheimer instead of the Barbie film on the release date. Like, simp. I'm a simp. And you know what? Don't come for me, but Oppenheimer wasn't actually that good. It was just really long and really drawn out. Sorry, there were elements of it that were good, but overall I think I would have enjoyed the Barbie movie a bit more. I mean, of course I would have done. Look at me. Oh my god, unintentional unboxing. This is a Nivea lip balm that my friend Amber got me. And look how cute it is. It's so pretty. And it's got little like, it's got little peaches and like cherry blossoms on. That smells amazing. It kind of smells like an alpha. It's reminding me of my vaping days. God, what a sad time that was. Now I'm going to get my eyeliner. And I find a lot of drugstore eyeliners are not waterproof, and this is one of very few that are. It's the Maybelline New York Lasting Drama Liquid Ink. I'm just measuring up what side of my eyeliner is better and fixing it. Girl math.